Get ready, gamers. The news cycle is insane right now, and we've got the absolute latest dropping right here, right now on PS5 Nexus. You won't believe the chaos erupting from one of the most anticipated launches ever. Next up, a legendary RPG series gets a stunning makeover, promising to bring classic adventures to life in a completely new way. Get ready for a visual and gameplay evolution that's set to captivate a whole new generation. And that's not all. We're also diving into a brand new adventure that puts the power of creation directly into your hands. Build your own world, piece by piece, in a unique journey that's just landed on consoles. Plus, something else is shaking up the gaming landscape with its unique approach. Stick around, because you need to know this. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to PS5 Nexus, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update. The wait is over, and so are the servers. After what felt like an eternity of anticipation, Hollow Knight, Silksong has finally launched, and the gaming world collectively held its breath. However, the excitement was so immense that it did more than just break hearts and shatter expectations. It literally broke the internet, or at least the digital storefronts that were supposed to deliver this highly coveted title. The moment the game went live on September 4th, at precisely 7 a.m. PT, a tidal wave of eager players flooded major online marketplaces, leading to widespread outages across Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, and the Nintendo eShop. On Steam, users were met with a disheartening, "Something went wrong. We were unable to service your request. Please try again later." E502L3 error, a message that became all too familiar for those desperate to acquire the sequel. The issues weren't confined to PC. PlayStation and Xbox users reported agonizingly slow load times, inaccessible store pages, and failed purchase attempts. Meanwhile, Nintendo Switch players encountered the dreaded error code 28116011, indicating an inability to connect to the server, likely due to the overwhelming traffic. This simultaneous failure across all major platforms is a rare occurrence, a testament to the sheer, unadulterated hype surrounding Silksong. This phenomenon is understandable given Silksong's status as one of the most anticipated indie releases of the decade. For years, it consistently topped Steam's most wishlisted charts, a clear indicator of the massive fanbase eagerly awaiting its arrival. The sheer volume of players attempting to download or purchase the game the instant it became available proved too much for even the most robust server infrastructures to handle. Adding to the surreal nature of the situation, Silksong launched at a modest $19.99 and was also available for free on Xbox and PC Game Pass, making its accessibility even more appealing. The community quickly dubbed the event the Silksongpocalypse, with players humorously lamenting their inability to even give the developers their money. Comments like, "I just want to give TC $20, but no one will let me," and "This small indie studio killed the store," perfectly captured the collective frustration and amusement. While GOG appears to have weathered the storm, the widespread outages on major platforms left many players in limbo. As of the initial reports, there was no official word from Valve, Xbox, PlayStation, or Nintendo addressing the server issues, though updates were expected once their systems could manage the communication. This launch day drama, while frustrating for players, undeniably underscores the monumental success and anticipation for Hollow Knight. Silksong, proving that sometimes, the biggest challenge is simply getting the game into players' hands. Audience impact. Players across social media and forums are sharing memes and commiserating about the Silksongpocalypse, highlighting the immense demand and the unexpected server chaos. But the digital storm didn't stop there. Hold on tight, because the next piece of news reveals how another beloved franchise is making a grand return with a stunning visual overhaul. A legendary RPG, reimagined in stunning HD 2D. Dragon Quest, a series that has profoundly shaped the landscape of Japanese role-playing games, is set to captivate a new generation with the release of Dragon Quest I and II HD 2D Remake. This isn't merely a port or a simple remaster. Square Enix has undertaken a full-scale remake of the foundational titles, Dragon Quest I and Dragon Quest II, breathing new life into them with the acclaimed HD 2D visual style that first mesmerized players in Octopath Traveler. The goal is clear: to honor the legacy of these groundbreaking games while making them accessible and engaging for contemporary audiences, all while preserving their original charm and epic scope. Producer Masaki Hayasaka detailed the ambitious undertaking, explaining that the HD 2D style is particularly suited to revealing the true value of retro games. Given that Dragon Quest I, and III form the bedrock of the franchise and the JRPG genre itself, a faithful yet enhanced remake was deemed the perfect approach. The decision to bundle Dragon Quest I and II together was strategic, streamlining production and offering players a more cohesive experience of the Erdrick trilogy's early chapters. This project builds upon the success of previous HD 2D remakes like Live Alive, giving the development team confidence in their ability to translate these 2D classics into a dynamic, modern presentation. The challenge lay in converting the original 2D environments into a 3D rendered HD 2D space, a meticulous process that aimed to maintain the structural integrity and nostalgic pathways of the original games, allowing veteran players to navigate familiar locales with ease. Hayasaka also highlighted the deliberate decision to release the remakes in the order of the Erdrick trilogy's narrative: III, then I, and finally II. While each game tells a standalone story, playing them in this sequence, particularly with the new story elements and foreshadowing introduced, is recommended to fully appreciate the interconnected lore and surprising twists. This chronological approach, combined with a wealth of quality-of-life improvements such as objective markers, auto-battle features, and enhanced UI controls, ensures a smoother and more enjoyable experience. Unlike the trend towards action-oriented RPGs, this remake stays true to the classic command-based combat and random encounters, offering a refreshing, almost retro-modern feel that respects the genre's roots. Significant enhancements have been made to the gameplay and story. While the Dragon Quest III remake focused on minimal alterations, this project allowed for more substantial changes, provided the core essence of the original games remained intact. This delicate balance between modernization and preservation was key. The inclusion of new content, particularly story elements and character additions like the Princess of Canic as a playable party member, aims to provide a standout experience that justifies the remake. Hayasaka emphasized that satisfying every fan's expectation is impossible, but the team's focus was on creating an approach that would resonate most broadly. The story, being the heart of any RPG, received considerable attention, with extensive discussions and tweaks ensuring its impact. The team's dedication, bolstered by experienced staff, was crucial in bringing this ambitious project to fruition, promising a journey that honors the past while forging a new path for these iconic titles. Audience impact. Fans are excited about experiencing the foundational Dragon Quest titles with modern visuals and gameplay conveniences, particularly the chance to play them in chronological story order. That's a deep dive into a classic reborn. But if building your own world is more your speed, our next story is all about a unique adventure that lets you do just that. Build your own Wild West frontier, tile by tile. Prepare to step into a world where creativity meets the rugged frontier and Above Snakes, a charming isometric adventure RPG that has just galloped onto consoles. Developed by Square Glade Games and published by Red Deer Games, this unique title invites players to construct their own living, breathing world from the ground up, piece by modular piece. Launched on Xbox One, Xbox Series XS, PlayStation, and Nintendo Switch, Above Snakes offers a relaxing yet engaging experience set in a Wild West-inspired landscape, brimming with mystery and danger. The core of Above Snakes lies in its innovative world-building mechanic. With over 100 modular world pieces at your disposal, players can literally craft their surroundings, generating new biomes, discovering fresh resources, and encountering evolving environmental challenges. This hands-on approach to world creation means that no two journeys will be the same, as each player designs their own unique map, outpost, and adventure. Whether you're building a cozy farmstead or a fortified shelter, the power to shape the land is entirely in your hands. This system allows for immense replayability and personal expression, turning the act of exploration into an act of creation. Beyond its robust building system, Above Snakes incorporates light survival elements designed to complement the relaxed pace. Players will need to scavenge for essential resources, prepare nourishing meals, and construct vital workstations like furnaces and sawmills to progress. Mastering the crafting system is key to unlocking powerful weapons, tools, and gear, enabling you to hunt, fish, and defend yourself against the game's threats, including the spectral undead known as Lost Souls. The game strikes a delicate balance, offering enough challenge to keep players engaged without sacrificing its core identity as a calming survival experience. The freedom to customize your personal outpost, from furniture placement to garden design, further enhances the sense of ownership and immersion. The narrative follows a young woman caught in a conflict within a vast, unexplored land, offering a lightweight story that players can engage with at their own pace. Quests and secrets are scattered throughout the shifting biomes, encouraging exploration and discovery. The game's progression system is designed to reward every action, ensuring that players feel a constant sense of accomplishment as they build, survive, and unravel the mysteries of the land. Above Snakes is more than just a game. It's a canvas for players to paint their own Wild West saga, a place to forge a unique destiny amidst shifting landscapes and spectral foes. For fans of relaxing survival, crafting, and creative world building, Above Snakes presents an irresistible opportunity to build, survive, and discover. Audience impact. Players are drawn to the unique modular building system and the blend of relaxing survival with a Wild West aesthetic, eager to craft their own personalized frontiers. From building worlds to breaking them, our next story is about a highly anticipated launch that caused quite a stir. Stay tuned. The Silksong frenzy, how indie hype crashed the servers. The launch of Hollow Knight. Silksong was one of the most eagerly awaited moments in the indie gaming scene, a sequel that had been in development for years and had amassed a colossal fanbase. When it finally dropped on September 4th, 2025, the sheer volume of players attempting to access the game simultaneously overwhelmed digital storefronts worldwide. Reports from prominent tech journalists like Tom Warren of The Verge and Jason Schreier highlighted the unprecedented strain on platforms such as Steam, the Nintendo eShop, Xbox Store, and PlayStation Network, with many jokingly referring to the game's first boss as the store itself. This surge of demand led to significant technical difficulties for players eager to dive into the game. Many encountered persistent error messages on Steam, were unable to complete transactions, or experienced severe slowdowns and connection issues across all major consoles. Even players subscribed to Xbox Game Pass faced challenges, with the game failing to load or download properly during the critical launch window. This widespread disruption across multiple platforms underscored the monumental anticipation for Silksong, a game that had consistently topped wishlists for years. Despite the launch day technical hurdles, the game's success was undeniable. SteamDB data revealed that within hours of release, Silksong had already garnered over 100,000 concurrent players on Steam alone. This figure significantly surpassed the original Hollow Knight's peak of 70,000 concurrent players, a milestone that took years to achieve after its initial release. This impressive player count, even with the ongoing server issues, solidified Silksong's position as a major gaming event. Developed and published by Team Cherry, Hollow Knight, Silksong shifts the focus to Hornet, the agile princess protector from the first game. The sequel introduces enhanced mobility, a distinct needle-based combat system, a quest system, and an entirely new kingdom to explore called Farloom. What initially began as planned DLC evolved into a full-fledged sequel over its 7-year development cycle, contributing to the immense anticipation. Team Cherry developers Ari Gibson and William Pellin have indicated that this launch is just the beginning, with ambitious plans for post-launch content, including updates and potential expansions, to keep the game fresh and engaging. Hollow Knight, Silksong is now available across PC, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series XS, and Nintendo Switch. Its inclusion on day one with Xbox Game Pass further broadens its reach, ensuring that a vast audience can partake in what is shaping up to be one of the most significant indie releases of the decade. The Silksong apocalypse, while a testament to the game's popularity, also serves as a stark reminder of the immense pressure on digital infrastructure during major gaming events. Audience impact. Gamers are sharing their experiences with the server outages using the hashtag Silksongpocalypse, humorously lamenting the difficulty of purchasing the highly anticipated game. That's a wrap on the Silksong server saga, but the gaming world is always moving. We've got more to cover, so stick around. And that's a wrap on today's news. We saw Hollow Knight, Silksong launch with a bang, bringing down servers worldwide in its epic release. Then, the legendary Dragon Quest I and II HD 2D remake was detailed, promising a classic reborn with stunning visuals. We also explored Above Snakes, a new adventure letting you craft your own Wild West world. And finally, we dove into the massive hype behind Silksong's launch and its impact on digital stores. Don't miss out on any of the action. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this update, subscribe to PS5 Nexus for all your gaming news, and ring that notification bell so you're always in the loop. Let us know in the comments which of today's stories you're most excited about, and follow us on social media for even more gaming content.